What's up everybody and welcome to another video review. If you're new here, my name is Theo and today we're going to be taking a look at a custom flashlight called the Frelux Synergy1. These are designed and machined by a guy named Benjamin Frelux. There's been a splurge of new custom makers recently and Benjamin is one of them. What distinguishes Benjamin is that his design is actually unique and original. He's made a few iterations of the Synergy1 and this one is the big effing grip according to him. I appreciate how Benjamin extends this originality to the packaging of the Synergy1. It's similar to an Altoids can, but much cleaner. He includes a sticker, which is also a nice touch. The flashlight is well protected by a foam cutout, with 2 finger slots to get the flashlight out. And you can also see that there's an image of the correct battery orientation on the bottom of the lid. Make no mistake that this is presentation done right. The Synergy is one of the few flashlights that uses the side-by-side AAA configuration. You'll notice that there's a nifty retention nut that keeps everything, including the clip, together. This also means that there's a ton of room for customization. In my case, I also went with a blue retention nut to accentuate the design and with my Sebenza 21 that I also have. You can mix and match various different color components that Benjamin stocks on his website. The Synergy truly lives up to the moniker of a custom light. The flashlight also has you covered in the event that you forget the correct battery orientation. It's got inscriptions for the positive and negative terminals, as well as make ready and reload at the tail. On the topic of inscriptions, I love what Benjamin has done with them. The inscriptions are actually engraved in the metal, so they're not going anywhere. A lot of manufacturers skimp on the inscriptions by doing them poorly or just covering their flashlight in them. The Synergy1 incorporates the inscriptions splendidly, and I would go so far as to argue that it accentuates the flashlight's design. On a less related note, this flashlight will not use 10440 lithium ions. The flashlight uses a reverse clicky. Nice and solid click and it seems reliable. You click for on and tap to cycle the modes. There's 3 modes that go low, medium, and high. The flashlight will always start on low given a few seconds, so it has no mode memory. In my particular sample, I have a Nichia 219C which will give you better color rendering, but there's also an XPG2 option if you want more output, or maybe it's XPG3, I can't remember. I'd estimate the color temperature to be around 4000 Kelvin on this LED. The beam profile has a fairly wide hotspot with a generous amount of spill. The Synergy1 uses a reflector, but it's mainly intended for short to medium range uses. The output itself is nothing special, but it's more than ideal for general use. Benjamin had the output numbers actually verified by a third party and I have no reason to doubt them. If anything, they look a little understated to my eye. I want to talk about what I like about this flashlight. First off, the body design is surprisingly practical in actual use. You can see that there's grooves on both sides of the body. The way I grip it, my middle finger rests nicely on the bottom grooves while my thumb rests on the top ones. I'm then free to use my index finger to actuate the switch. The design allows for a surprising amount of ways to hold the flashlight and use it. I also like how slim the Synergy1 is. Because the orientation is a side-by-side one, it's super easy to slip the flashlight into a pocket and just never notice it. Benjamin actually designed the flashlight with the intention of being able to fit it neatly into a jeans coin pocket. I don't use it like that, but I'm sure it matters to some guys. Maybe it's for this reason that I don't like the clip too much though. It's a bit too short in my opinion and I've had the flashlight slip out of my pocket before. This is really sort of a catch-22 because if he increases the retention of the clip, it'll make it harder to take apart and reassemble the flashlight. But if he makes it any longer, it might impede the aesthetics. One other thing I'm really liking is the build quality. This thing stands on par with many of the other custom flashlights I own, which is impressive in its own right from a new maker. The fact that the Synergy1 is also within reasonable pricing range is another big plus. It's currently like $130 for the base model, which is a great deal in my opinion. There's only one comparable flashlight on the market in terms of design, which is the Cool False Spy, and it's simply out of reach for most consumers. I love what Benjamin has done by bringing an affordable option to the market that doesn't skimp on quality, but brings much of the same unique design. Not only that, but he's taken it one step further by offering modular components that allow for customization. I'm honestly hard-pressed for what's not to like about this flashlight. I had a chance to participate in a pass-around of this flashlight quite a while back, and the main thing holding me back at that time was the driver, which went medium, low, high. Benjamin has since updated the driver to low, medium, high, which pushed me over the edge to purchase the flashlight. I suppose that I would like to see some level of programmability in the future if it were possible. And I would also like to see a forward clicky option to allow for momentary on, but that's probably a pipe dream because of the size constraints. In my opinion, if you're looking for a quality custom flashlight, then this is the hottest one to buy as of right now. At a price point to value ratio, this is some serious bang for your buck. If your concern is the output, maybe consider what capacity you're going to use the flashlight in, because this is mainly oriented towards EDC use, in which respect the output is more than enough. I should note that the customer service and communication from Benjamin are also exceptional. Hopefully you guys have found this review informative. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Peace out.